AAA Authentication, Authorization and Accounting. ACL Access Control List. AES Advanced Encryption Standard. AES 256 Advanced Encryption Standards 256-bit. Authentication Header. AI Artificial Intelligence. AIS Automated Indicator Sharing. ALE Annualized Loss Expectancy. AP Access Point. API Application Programming Interface. APT Advanced Persistent Threat. ARO Annualized Rate of Occurrence. ARP Address Resolution Protocol. ASLR Address Space Layout Randomization. ATT&CK Adversarial Tactics, Techniques, and Common Knowledge. AUP Acceptable Use Policy. AV Antivirus. BASH Born Again Shell. BCP Business Continuity Planning. BGP Border Gateway Protocol. BIA Business Impact Analysis. BIOS Basic Input-Output System. BPA Business Partners Agreement. BPDU Bridge Protocol Data Unit. BYOD Bring Your Own Device. CA Certificate Authority. CAPTCHA Completely Automated Public Turing Test to Tell Computers and Humans Apart. CAR Corrective Action Report. CASB Cloud Access Security Broker. CBC Cipher Block Chaining. CCMP Counter Mode/CBC MAC Protocol. CCTV Closed Circuit Television. CERT Computer Emergency Response Team. CFB Cipher Feedback. CHAP Challenge Handshake Authentication Protocol. CIA Confidentiality, Integrity, Availability. CIO Chief Information Officer. CIRT Computer Incident Response Team. CMS Content Management System. COOP Continuity of Operation Planning. COPE Corporate Owned, Personally Enabled. CP Contingency Planning. CRC Cyclical Redundancy Check. CRL Certificate Revocation List. CSO Chief Security Officer. CSP Cloud Service Provider. CSR Certificate Signing Request. CSRF Cross-Site Request Forgery. CSU Channel Service Unit. CTM Counter Mode. CTO Chief Technology Officer. CVE Common Vulnerability Enumeration. CVSS Common Vulnerability Scoring System. CYOD Choose Your Own Device. DAC Discretionary Access Control. DBA Database Administrator. DDoS Distributed Denial of Service. DEP Data Execution Prevention. DES Digital Encryption Standard. DHCP Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. DHE Diffie-Hellman Ephemeral. DKIM Domain Keys Identified Mail. DLL Dynamic Link Library. DLP Data Loss Prevention. DMARC Domain Message Authentication Reporting and Conformance. DNAT Destination Network Address Translation. DNS Domain Name System. DOS Denial of Service. DPO Data Privacy Officer. DRP Disaster Recovery Plan. DSA Digital Signature Algorithm. DSL Digital Subscriber Line. EAP Extensible Authentication Protocol. ECB Electronic Codebook. ECC Elliptic Curve Cryptography. ECDHE Elliptic Curve Diffie-Hellman Ephemeral. ECDSA Elliptic Curve Digital Signature Algorithm. EDR Endpoint Detection and Response. EFS Encrypted File System. ERP Enterprise Resource Planning. ESN Electronic Serial Number. ESP Encapsulated Security Payload. FACL File System Access Control List. FDE Full Disk Encryption. FIM File Integrity Management. FPGA Field Programmable Gate Array. FRR False Rejection Rate. FTP File Transfer Protocol. FTPS Secured File Transfer Protocol. GCM GELWA Counter Mode. GDPR General Data Protection Regulation. GPG New Privacy Guard. GPO Group Policy Object. GPS Global Positioning System. GPU Graphics Processing Unit. GRE Generic Routing Encapsulation. HA High Availability. HDD Hard Disk Drive. HIDS Host-Based Intrusion Detection System. HIPS Host-Based Intrusion Prevention System. HMAC Hashed Message Authentication Code. HOTP HMAC-based one-time password. HSM Hardware Security Module. HTML Hypertext Markup Language. HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTPS Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. HVAC Heating Ventilation Air Conditioning. IaaS Infrastructure as a Service. IAC Infrastructure as Code. IAM Identity and Access Management. ICMP Internet Control Message Protocol. ICS Industrial Control Systems. IDEA International Data Encryption Algorithm. IDF Intermediate Distribution Frame. IDP Identity Provider. IDS Intrusion Detection System. IEEE Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. IKE Internet Key Exchange. IM Instant Messaging. IMAP Internet Message Access Protocol. IOC Indicators of Compromise. IoT Internet of Things. IP Internet Protocol. IPS Intrusion Prevention System. IPSEC Internet Protocol Security. IR Incident Response. IRC Internet Relay Chat. IRP Incident Response Plan. ISO International Standards Organization. ISP Internet Service Provider. ISSO Information Systems Security Officer. IV Initialization Vector. KDC Key Distribution Center. KEK Key Encryption Key. L2TP Layer 2 Tunneling Protocol. LAN Local Area Network. LDAP Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. LEAP Lightweight Extensible Authentication Protocol. MAAS Monitoring as a Service. MAC Mandatory Access Control. MAC Media Access Control. MAC Message Authentication Code. MAN Metropolitan Area Network. MBR Master Boot Record. MD5 Message Digest 5. MDF Main Distribution Frame. MDM Mobile Device Management. MFA Multi-Factor Authentication. MFD Multifunction Device. MFP Multifunction Printer. ML Machine Learning. MMS Multimedia Message Service. MOA Memorandum of Agreement. MOU Memorandum of Understanding. MPLS Multi-Protocol Label Switching. MSA Master Service Agreement. MSCHAP Microsoft Challenge Handshake Authentication Protocol. MSP Managed Service Provider. MSSP Managed Security Service Provider. MTBF Mean Time Between Failures. MTTF Mean Time to Failure. MTTR Mean Time to Recover. MTU Maximum Transmission Unit. NAC Network Access Control. NAT Network Address Translation. NDA Non-Disclosure Agreement. NFC Near Field Communication. NGFW Next Generation Firewall. NIDS Network-Based Intrusion Detection System. NIPS Network-Based Intrusion Prevention System. NIST National Institute of Standards and Technology. NTFS New Technology File System. NTLM New Technology LAN Manager. NTP Network Time Protocol. OAuth Open Authorization. OCSP Online Certificate Status Protocol. OID Object Identifier. OS Operating System. OSINT Open Source Intelligence. OSPF Open Shortest Path First. OT Operational Technology. OTA Over the Air. OVAL Open Vulnerability Assessment Language. P12 PKCS number 12. P2P Peer-to-Peer. PaaS Platform as a Service. PAC Proxy Auto Configuration. PAM Privileged Access Management. PAM Pluggable Authentication Modules. PAP Password Authentication Protocol. PAT Port Address Translation. PBKDF2 Password-Based Key Derivation Function 2. PBX Private Branch Exchange. PCAP Packet Capture. PCI-DSS Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. PDU Power Distribution Unit. PEAP Protected Extensible Authentication Protocol. PED Personal Electronic Device. PEM Privacy Enhanced Mail. PFS Perfect Forward Secrecy. PGP Pretty Good Privacy. PHI Personal Health Information. PII Personally Identifiable Information. PIV Personal Identity Verification. PKCS Public Key Cryptography Standards. PKI Public Key Infrastructure. POP Post Office Protocol. POTS Plain Old Telephone Service. PPP Point-to-Point Protocol. PPTP Point-to-Point Tunneling Protocol. PSK Pre-Shared Key. PTZ Pan-Tilt Zoom. PUP Potentially Unwanted Program. RA Recovery Agent. RA Registration Authority. RACE Research and Development in Advanced Communications Technologies in Europe. RAD Rapid Application Development. RADIUS Remote Authentication Dial-in User Service. RAID Redundant Array of Inexpensive Disks. RAS Remote Access Server. RAT Remote Access Trojan. RBAC Role-Based Access Control. RBAC Rule-Based Access Control. RC4 Rivest Cipher version 4. RDP Remote Desktop Protocol. RFID Radio Frequency Identifier. RIPEMD Race Integrity Primitives Evaluation Message Digest. ROI Return on Investment. RPO Recovery Point Objective. RSA Rivest, Shamir, and Adelman. RTBH Remotely Triggered Black Hole. RTO Recovery Time Objective. RTOS Real-Time Operating System. RTP Real-Time Transport Protocol. S/MIME Secure/Multipurpose Internet Mail Extensions. SaaS Software as a Service. SAE Simultaneous Authentication of Equals. SAML Security Assertions Markup Language. SAN Storage Area Network. SAN Subject Alternative Name. SASE Secure Access Service Edge. SCADA Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. SCAP Security Content Automation Protocol. SCEP Simple Certificate Enrollment Protocol. SDWAN Software Defined Wide Area Network. SDK Software Development Kit. SDLC Software Development Lifecycle. SDLM Software Development Lifecycle Methodology. SDN Software Defined Networking. SELINUX Security Enhanced Linux. SED Self-Encrypting Drives. SEH Structured Exception Handler. SFTP Secured File Transfer Protocol. SHA Secure Hashing Algorithm. SHTTP Secure Hypertext Transfer Protocol. SIEM Security Information and Event Management. SIM Subscriber Identity Module. SLA Service Level Agreement. SLE Single Loss Expectancy. SMS Short Message Service. SMTP Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. SMTPS Simple Mail Transfer Protocol Secure. SNMP Simple Network Management Protocol. SOAP Simple Object Access Protocol. SOAR Security Orchestration Automation Response. SOC System on Chip. SOC Security Operations Center. SOW Statement of Work. SPF Sender Policy Framework. SPIM Spam over Internet Messaging. SQL Structured Query Language. SQLi SQL Injection. SRTP Secure Real-Time Protocol. SSD Solid State Drive. SSH Secure Shell. SSL Secure Sockets Layer. SSO Single Sign-On. STIX Structured Thread Information Exchange. SWG Secure Web Gateway. TACACS+, Terminal Access Controller Access Control System, TAXII Trusted Automated Exchange of Indicator Information, TCP/IP Transmission Control Protocol/Internet Protocol, TGT Ticket Granting Ticket, TKIP Temporal Key Integrity Protocol, TLS Transport Layer Security, TOC Time of Check, TOTP Time-Based One-Time Password, TOU Time of Use, TPM Trusted Platform Module, TTP Tactics Techniques and Procedures, TSIG Transaction Signature, UAT User Acceptance Testing, UAV Unmanned Aerial Vehicle, UDP User Datagram Protocol, UEFI Unified Extensible Firmware Interface, UEM Unified Endpoint Management, UPS Uninterruptible Power Supply, URI Uniform Resource Identifier, URL Universal Resource Locator, USB Universal Serial Bus, USB OTG USB On the Go, UTM Unified Threat Management, UTP Unshielded Twisted Pair, VBA Visual Basic, VDE Virtual Desktop Environment, VDI Virtual Desktop Infrastructure, VLAN Virtual Local Area Network, VLSM Variable Length Subnet Masking, VM Virtual Machine, VoIP Voice over IP, VPC Virtual Private Cloud, VPN Virtual Private Network, VTC Video Teleconferencing, WAF Web Application Firewall, WAP Wireless Access Point, WEP Wired Equivalent Privacy, WIDS Wireless Intrusion Detection System, WIPS Wireless Intrusion Prevention System, WO Work Order, WPA Wi-Fi Protected Access, WPS Wi-Fi Protected Setup, WTLS Wireless TLS, XDR Extended Detection and Response, XML Extensible Markup Language, XOR Exclusive OR, XSRF Cross-Site Request Forgery, XSS Cross-Site Scripting.